The divine is not something high above us. It is in heaven, it is in earth, it is inside us. Morahe Ueshiba. Exploring the depths of the human brain, often described as one of the most intricate organs known to humankind, opens doors to the marvels of nature. It also beckons us to contemplate the divine craftsmanship behind this intricate network of neurons and synapses. Beyond its role as a mere processor, the brain emerges as a dynamic and ever-evolving entity, continuously adapting throughout our lifetime. The concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, challenges the conventional belief that the brain remains static beyond childhood. This adaptability hints at a profound grace, akin to the boundless mercy and adaptability attributed to the divine. It offers second chances, fosters growth, and redeems. Throughout history, the human brain has been perceived as the seat of the soul, serving as a bridge between our mortal existence and the divine. As Romans 12:2 encourages, we are advised not to conform to the world's patterns but to transform our minds to discern God's will, which is good, pleasing, and perfect. With this dynamic nature in mind, one might wonder if the brain's ever-evolving pathways could serve as conduits for divine messages. If humanity is created in God's image, then the brain's capacity for change and growth could mirror God's dynamic nature. As our life experiences shape and rewire our brains, we may become more finely attuned to God's frequency, receiving wisdom and guidance through this divine neural dance. Ancient scriptures from various traditions resonate profoundly with themes of transformation, rejuvenation, and the relentless pursuit of wisdom. The adaptability of the human brain, its ability to forge new paths and learn from experiences, aligns harmoniously with these spiritual principles. If the brain can adapt, learn, and even heal from trauma, it becomes plausible that this same organ is designed to receive and comprehend divine communications. Just like tuning a radio, a well-tuned mind, aided by neuroplasticity, might be the perfect receiver for God's subtle broadcasts. Another intriguing aspect lies in how our choices and environments influence our brains. Much like the spiritual advice to seek good company and avoid harmful influences, our brains flourish or wither based on our surroundings and decisions. In religious terms, seeking wisdom, embracing patience, and fostering love can be pathways to God. Neuroscientifically, these positive pursuits can sculpt the brain further, reinforcing the idea that our journey to godliness is both spiritual and cerebral. By consciously making choices that nurture our minds, we may enhance our connection with God, potentially leading to insights, intuitions, or a deeper sense of purpose. The power of words and emotions has left an indelible mark throughout history. Words, intrinsically linked to emotions, possess the power to heal or harm, elevate or demean, connect or alienate. This significance transcends human relationships and extends into the spiritual realm, where words play an indispensable role in facilitating our connection with the divine. The book of John 1:1 underscores this connection, stating, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." This sacred connection between words and God is evident across various faith traditions, emphasizing the divine essence of our spoken and unspoken expressions. The emotional depth carried by words shapes our neural pathways, underscoring the profound connection between language, emotions, and the brain's architecture. When we speak words of love, kindness, and understanding, we pave paths of light, opening our hearts and minds to divine resonance. Conversely, words steeped in malice or contempt can cloud our perception and hinder spiritual growth. Thus, our choices in language, both towards others and ourselves, significantly impact the clarity of our divine reception. Choosing words infused with positivity and grace sets the stage for a deeper communion with God. However, this connection transcends verbal expressions. Our emotional brain, represented by the limbic system, continually fluctuates in response to external stimuli. These emotions, whether fleeting or enduring, deeply affect our spiritual receptivity. The intricate relationship between our emotional states and our connection with God is a complex one. A heart burdened by resentment or anger may struggle to find solace in divine communication. While a tranquil heart, regardless of external circumstances, can effortlessly tune into God's whispers. Managing our emotional turmoil and calming the inner storms prepare our hearts to receive God's messages. Additionally, our words and emotions are intertwined, each influencing the other. Just as ancient scriptures caution against unbridled speech, modern neuroscience underscores the impact of words on our emotional well-being. When tempted to speak harshly, seeking divine guidance can provide the clarity and restraint needed to navigate such situations. Psalm 19:14 emphasizes this intimate connection between our words, emotions, and our pursuit of divine favor. The inherent adaptability of the human brain, known as neuroplasticity, highlights its remarkable potential for growth and change throughout our lives. This adaptability not only reflects our capacity for evolution and learning but also showcases the divine design that underlies our existence. At the intersection of faith and neuroscience, we find a divine blueprint guiding our journey towards spiritual enlightenment, cognitive growth, and a closer relationship with God. Central to this journey is the principle of cause and effect, a concept transcending the physical realm, resonating throughout our spiritual experiences. This timeless principle, deeply ingrained in various religious teachings, suggests that every action, thought, or emotion generates a corresponding reaction. At a neurological level, our actions, thoughts, and feelings shape neural pathways, reinforcing existing patterns or establishing new ones. In spiritual terms, this principle reminds us of the divine responsibility woven into our existence. As we sow seeds of kindness, compassion, and love, we nourish not only our souls but also invite God's blessings and guidance into our lives. The principle of adaptation further emphasizes the brain's astonishing capacity to change in response to experience. Two ancient proverbs elegantly capture this notion: "He who walks with the wise grows wise," and "Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person, do not associate with one easily angered." These proverbs reflect the neurological truth that consistent exposure to specific stimuli or environments can rewire our brains, shaping our perceptions, emotions, and behaviors. From a spiritual perspective, God's guidance, as embodied in these proverbs, encourages us to surround ourselves with positive influences, facilitating our spiritual growth and evolution. The principle of choice is closely related, affirming our inherent power to steer our destinies. Every decision, whether conscious or not, influences our neural pathways and, consequently, our life trajectories. Yet, the spiritual dimension of this principle is profound. God grants us free will, empowering us to make choices aligning with divine purpose or diverting us towards transient pleasures. With every choice, we have the opportunity to draw closer to God, embracing paths resonating with His teachings or straying away. The human brain's capacity for growth doesn't stop at neural pathways. It encompasses dendritic growth and even the birth of new brain cells. These cerebral wonders parallel the spiritual journey, where continuous learning and self-improvement enhance our comprehension of God. The pursuit of knowledge, whether scriptural or academic, attests to our desire to explore the divine mysteries that envelop our existence. The concept of neurogenesis, the generation of new neurons, also holds spiritual significance. Just as the brain can rejuvenate and grow, the soul can experience renewal. God's mercy and forgiveness offer a chance at redemption, allowing us to shed past burdens and start anew. This divine grace, coupled with our inherent cerebral adaptability, highlights the endless possibilities for personal and spiritual growth. However, this growth is not devoid of challenges. Both the brain and the soul are susceptible to external influences, necessitating conscious efforts to navigate distractions and temptations. The principle of diversion offers insight, suggesting that when certain aspirations seem unattainable, the brain can redirect its focus toward other endeavors. Spiritually, this principle reminds us that even when faced with closed doors, God often opens windows of opportunity. When one path appears obstructed, divine guidance can illuminate alternative routes, each offering unique lessons and growth prospects. Furthermore, the concept of shockers in brain development, intense experiences that stimulate growth, mirrors the trials and tribulations that refine our souls. Just as fasting, rigorous physical training, and abrupt changes in circumstances can shock the brain into growth, life's challenges, whether ordained or permitted by God, can serve as crucibles that refine our faith, resilience, and character. These intertwined principles, cause and effect, adaptation, choice, and diversion, paint a comprehensive picture of the human experience, encompassing both neurological and spiritual dimensions. The brain, with its intricate pathways and remarkable adaptability, stands as a testament to God's magnificent design. Simultaneously, the divine laws governing our existence provide a roadmap guiding us toward spiritual ascent. In the vast universe of the human mind, the prospect of divine communication is profound and credible. By comprehending the brain's mechanisms, its adaptability, and the significance of words and emotions, we may uncover a path to deciphering divine messages. The complexities and marvels of the brain, interwoven with spiritual insights, portray a universe where science and faith coexist harmoniously, enriching each other. Whether through the serendipity of newfound understanding, timely words, or the silence amidst chaos, it's possible that God is continually communicating. The key lies in fine-tuning our minds and souls to listen attentively. Before we conclude, we invite you to join our community of seekers and explorers. On this journey of self-improvement, spiritual growth, and understanding the intricate connection between our minds and divine wisdom. Please subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more enlightening content. Together, we can embark on a path toward greater knowledge and a deeper connection with the divine. Thank you for being part of our community.